Whew. Let me tell you, I'm a worn out puppy. Whenever y'all idiots get done, like to back the heck up here. Do it real slow so as not to interfere with anybody. Now, don't think y'all can see into the back seat, but it's full. I was going out to spend maybe $150. I think I spent maybe $700 or $800. Which really sucks after getting hit for $800 for taxes for this thing last Wednesday. Everybody always got their hand out. And start working a job where I'm making decent money. What I feel like I should have been making all along. And of course, that's just the time when they jack the price of everything up. Make sure everybody's turning. Very good. I don't mind telling you, I'm a tired son of a gun right now. You can get behind me, you ain't getting in front of me. Oh, dingbat. Woman in the doggone store couldn't make up her mind which way she wanted to go. I haven't seen one of those in a while. 1999 Escalade. That's nice too. By the time I turn the camera around, it'll be gone. So it's a white one, the Arctic white, not the milk, not the golden white color like mine is. God, I wish that stuff would stop sliding around in that drawer back there. Put some other things in there thinking that would stop it, but it didn't even slow it down. It just makes a different noise now. But I got everything done that I set out to do. I'm calling this my Donald Trump day. Because like him or not, and I really don't, first president that I know of that's accomplished most of what he said he was going to do in his first term. There's only there's only two campaign promises that I can think of, well, three, that I can think of that he hasn't accomplished yet. I'll roll that out so you can hear me. The only things he hasn't accomplished that he promised yet is getting the wall built, which throwing Hillary in jail and repealing Obamacare. I haven't heard of any fights at all about Obamacare lately. So today that I did not know, and nobody had mentioned. When you've got a Dodge truck that runs on a transponder, the key you unlock the door with is the key you have to crank the ignition with. If you try switching them, the truck will honk at you rather obnoxiously. It'll still crank and run because the transponder in the chip, or transponder chip in the key, is still programmed to the computer. But it'll let you know it don't like it. It'll let you know quick it would rather you just use the same chip that you unlocked the door with in the first place. And yeah, you see how much darker it is in here compared to the Cadillac? That's with the sunroof open. Ridiculous. I'm not talking about just the thing slid back. That's with it open, wide open. These windows are entirely too dark. dig the transponder key out, or the transponder chip out of the key, and glue it to the little ring around the ignition. The way I saw it done was you take the bottom plastics off of the steering column, pull the chip out of the key, and then super glue it to the little halo ring that goes around the ignition. As long as that ring can sense one of the keys is programmed for that in that computer for that truck or car or whatever, it'll start up and run just fine. And from that point on, until that little chip, God forbid, comes loose, you can just use a straight steel key. Now, with all the security and alarm stuff that's on this, I kind of have to wonder if maybe there is an electric door lock module on this truck or not. The only problem is I'll not be able to find that out. What the heck are you doing? Dude in front of me in a BMW. I think it was a 328i or 325i, something like that. Got up beside this semi-truck in the center lane. He got scared at the shadow, so he starts riding half in the fast lane, half in the center lane. Dang it. Doing 110. Back my little butt right back down. That is the weirdest thing, and a lot of it's just because it runs smooth. I'm not really used to the sounds and the feel of this truck yet because I haven't been driving it but for a little less than a month. So when it does strange things right now, I'm not really 100% alert or aware of what it's doing unless it makes some really off noise. Been told I'm gonna hate life when this turbo goes out, and supposedly they all do. Does it does? I'll put a bigger one on it. Let the computer figure out how to use it. My dad had his, the first one, the Gen 1 Cummins. He had for that truck almost 10 years. I didn't even realize that. Had it almost 10 years and then traded it in on a 2005 automatic crew cab like this one, only it wasn't the mega cab like this one is. This is just a standard crew cab, but hardly any leg room for people in the back seat. Especially when people like me are in the front seat. This is such a comfortable ride. I don't recognize the fact that I'm just booking. K&N recharge the recharge kit. Not really sure what kind of oil they use to re-oil the filter, but their cleaner is just a standard degreaser. That's all it is. It's a standard degreaser soap. Felt kind of foolish for buying the recharge kits all this time after finding that out, because I've got jugs of degreaser soap laying around the house. I got that Grease Lightning, Simple Green, what's that other one? Green Power, Purple Power. I think there's another one. I can't remember what the name of it is. Anyway, I've got plenty of jugs that I could have been cleaning these filters out with all this time. Comes the dually. It's a pretty royal blue color too. Yeah, somebody had one in the it's a Craigslist, I think. Yeah, Craigslist Monday or Tuesday this past week. 2013 Cummins turbo diesel, $3,500. I've been looking at it and I'm like, nah, there ain't no way. And I looked at the pictures before I read the article on it, or the header on it. It did not have a motor or transmission in it. The whole rest of the truck was there. It was a 2013 that had a 5-speed in it. Somebody just wanted the motor and transmission out of it, and they were trying to sell the body for $3,500. Honestly, I might have bought the thing if I had the money. But there wasn't anything special. It was a work truck. It's actually in better shape than this one is. All white, perfect paint. Didn't have any options on it though. Like I said, it's a work truck. Power windows, power door locks, tilt wheel, cruise control. Maybe if they left it in there. Holy cow! Kentucky Downs and this other bingo place are just packed right now. Bunch of gambling idiots. Makes me want to go in there and watch somebody camp out on one of these machines and then get tired and walk away. Go play it 5 or 6 more times and probably hit. Now, there's a white Cadillac SRX right there. And it's just been sitting there for years. I know at least 5 years. My wife did what she said she was gonna do. Go through the little freezer and throw out a bunch of garbage. Stuff that's been in there forever and probably freezer burn. Because I got enough to restock both freezers with. Yeah. I was gonna try and get a little 360 video today too. Oops. Sorry, people. After the last 4 hours, I can't. I wonder how many steps I've taken today. Because I've been on my feet since 9 o'clock this morning. 339,000 steps, or 3,339 steps. But these were walking around other people, standing in line forever. Today was the day to go to Sam's Club, evidently, because it was packed. And I wound up parking clear out at the far end of the parking lot and just walking. It didn't hurt me a bit. I could use the exercise still. I've still got a little cut to go yet here. I may have dropped 85 pounds or more, but I still got a lot to go yet. Like a neighbor's got something smoking over here. Oh, they do. They're Ford. Wow. I couldn't have wrote that any better if I tried. Now, one thing I did learn is I got to go in steep with this thing to get the mail. Don't look like we got any. Nope, evidently not. Alrighty, home again, home again. Good, some of this water's drained off already. Not enough, but some. Now comes my 20-point turn to get parked. Back up to the block pile and stop. All the way to the other lock. Roll forward about 5 feet. Stop. All the way back to the other lock. And that's my day. Probably got enough food in my truck to feed a small army. Oh, I want to show you this one thing. This is kind of a joke. Oh, damn. Missing the... Oh, I can't show it to you. There's a cowboy steak. It's actually like 2 prime ribs. It's like 4 inches thick. And probably every bit of 25, 30 ounces. And it's got the bone on it where you can just pick it up and eat it like that. I bought it. It was 25 bucks. But I thought it was funny. I'll take a picture of it and put it up here since it's buried in the box of meat and stuff that I've got in there. And I'll do a quick little haul. Got that flashlight from Harbor Freight for $6 to have a light in here. Then I went to Sam's and found one of those under the hood lights that folds in half and has a tripod stand on it. Who knew? You can never have too many flashlights. And that one actually works off of the 18650 batteries like my e-cigarettes. I got these little, I guess you call them dental picks, the hook and pick set. All kinds of times that I've been in need of those. And they use these at work. Oh, this one didn't light up. What the heck? Oh, you gotta pull the little tab out. That's slick. 3 AAA batteries. And it's bright. It's bright enough to light up a good sized room. I think I'm gonna put that little paper right back in there. Because that's a pretty slick idea. Now watch me not be able to get it back in there. The retard can't even figure out how to put a piece of paper in a flashlight. That wasn't too hard. Retard did it. Anyway, this is supposed to be an outdoor light, but my work had them spread everywhere the other day when, well, a couple weeks ago when our power went out. They're cheap, portable, and as soon as you pull them up, they turn on. You can hang them on stuff. Neat little light. $6. Why not? I know. This one was $3, I think. The other one was $6. And I got the wrong dang thing. Got me an oxygen sensor socket, which I was actually meaning to get myself an oil sending unit socket. Don't ask. It's just one of those times when I just, oh, that looks like something I could use. It was $4. And then I got a bunch more of these Phillips tips for my drills because I'm forevermore burning these things up. And Last thing I got, a little on the could be dangerous side. I haven't even looked at it yet. I just got a hunch. Oh yeah. I need this for those weeds out there behind my shed. It's serrated, got a saw blade on the top. Stainless steel. Cheap. And not real sharp. But also $5. That's how they sucker you in on all this stuff. It's only $5. You could really use it, right? And my idiotic butt sitting there, okay. Now what I'd like to do is get all this meat in before it goes bad. But what I'd like to do is start working on this yard. I'm going to take my buddy Chuck down that riding tractor as soon as I can get into my trailer again, once the yard dries up a little more. Hopefully it will. Hopefully. And then I'm gonna see if I can borrow his tractor from him, and I'm gonna get a bunch of gravel put down here. Use the tractor to spread it all out where I want it, hopefully thick and where I want it, and fill in all these big deep holes like this major torrent or river here. It won't do much good to fill out the big hole out there next to the ditch across the middle of the driveway, because as long as that idiot over here has got his pond draining off over here now, it's gonna be like that. It's just gonna keep gushing and eroding everything away, and before you know it, I'll have a pond over here in my front yard. That's how it's going. So I guess I'll get a pond by transfer. All those trees that were providing all that shade, well, I don't guess shade, but privacy. Those trees shoot up every year, and it's just one long privacy fence over there. Of course, it's also weeds everywhere, and I had that all knocked down flush at one time. Of course, that was 7 or 8 years ago, and it's all just shot right back up again. Anywhere from 12 to 20 foot trees, just little bitty ones, only about that big around, but. And this one out here at the corner of the driveway, I just cannot kill. It's got two different, it's split. The base of the tree is actually about that big. So that's kind of at the limits of my DeWalt electric saw. But I think I'm actually going to take it out there and just hack away at it for a little bit. At least get that one knocked down, kill it off, and start working my way across. Now, I had these all knocked down and all on the other side of the ditch over there, because that's my property still. My property goes all the way down to almost the end of all those trees. And I know Michael and Tammy would like me to have those trees there to kind of provide a little bit of privacy for them that way. But I got all these ones back here and all this brush back here that I can't cut because I don't have a big enough tractor for it. So they've got their cover. It may not be where they want it, but they've got their cover. I want to clear all that out to have this roadside front property just clear. And then start figuring out where I'm going to haul dirt in from. And if I have to, I'll just build a great big old mound over here. I mean, it's not right for the pastor because he's stuck in the middle. But he's also the one that's not shutting the gate on the old neighbor that was here before the pastor. He's a real piece of work. But he built a berm all the way down the fence, about 2 or 3 feet high, and put a little metal grate in it to where when it come a real heavy storm, he could just shut the grate and all the water would stay over in that other guy's property. And it would have to drain out the old way. Otherwise, it'd just sit in his yard. And then he got to where he would shut it and the water would just wash around the end of the fence, which was fine because it was still about 1/10 of the amount of water that was going around the fence and washing over here. But the pastor moved in and he didn't want to make waves, for lack of a better pun. So he never shuts the metal grate. And because of that fact, both of our yards are eroding away. That's why I've got that great big old hole right out in the middle of my driveway, and I don't know what else to do about it. I've contacted the local people about it. They all told me to contact somebody in the state. I called somebody at the state. They sent me to the Army Corps of Engineers. And I'm like, okay. So they gave me the website to go to. I pull it up and I start typing up the email explaining it all. Never heard a word back. Nothing about we got your email, nothing. So, by the way, this is the new camera. I'm not sure if you guys notice any difference or not. I mean, I do on the external screen. I try not to look at it, but occasionally you'll see me kind of glance over that way at it. But it looks nice and clear. It's the same camera that I've got in the house that's not doing so well right now. My wife wants to monkey with it, so I've given it to her to play around with and made sure the battery's charged and everything. Of course, she's got the standard battery that came on it. It's a little tiny one. I think it's a NVPL50 or something like that. And the one that's on here is a 70, if I remember right. Maybe it's a 35 that's on the camera originally. I don't remember. Anyway, it's a small one. And the one that's on here is the one that actually came on my 4K camera, which is a 70. And the one that's on my 4K camera didn't come on anything. It's a 100. It's a big beefy one, but it has to be because that 4K camera will eat that stuff up. Eats up the memory, the whole 9 yards. So, anyway, that's the long and short of my video, my day. Thank you for coming along and spending it with me. And hopefully it was moderately entertaining at some point. And if you would, go ahead and hit the like button for me. I thank you guys, each and every one of you, for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll see you in the next one.